Hello and welcome back to Severed Studios Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. And we're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I'll be playing Orgoth, Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden, and I am Laphus.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I was muted and I'm playing North.
It happens.
oh, so just the three of us today. We are excited to get to award you a prize today for winning the team competition. Any questions before we start today?
Let's go!
Let's go. Thank you to everyone in the chat before we do. I see some new people. Listen, Dana, hello. Well, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 80, The Ringmaster.
Oh, there already? Dang. 80.
Yep, 80 episodes. Imagine that. Last time, you followed Walcott into the cave, only to be attacked by a talkative bull-like Gorgon, who'd expressed dismay at having to kill you all. The creature nearly turned north to stone, but Laphus fed the bull a magic plum that made the creature friendly toward you. Pushing further into the cave, you found a dragon's horde, and another Gorgon attacking Walcott, the mage from the Ceres Assembly who is on the run, and his 6 dwarven mercenaries. You joined the fight, and the protectors of the lair were fighting friend and foe indiscriminately. A pair of stone golems and a pair of hound horrors came to life, one after the other, putting Walcott in between a rock and a hard place. But Laphus gave all of the new constructs plums and recruited them to your side. When an illusion of the brass dragon Devosa appeared, the wizard's forces panicked and ran away, forcing Walcott to surrender. He begged for his life, but Orgoth asked Laphus to decide his fate. The necromancer didn't need Walcott to be alive to question him, so Orgoth ended him. We can come up with different phrases for that, unalived, and put his body into the portable hole. The next day, the party gathered in front of the house that was to be their prize for winning the team competition. So you are standing in front of this beautiful 2-story house that's on a ridge overlooking one of the rivers in the river district, one of the canals. Actually, you can see the side of it, and you can see there's a deck around and stairs going down to the sandbar that's right bordering the canal. And you kind of see there's ribbons everywhere. It looked like it's just been decorated. People are starting to gather, and there's a podium with the symbol for the Hand of Ord and for the Scar Bearers on front of it. You see Sheed Kaltor. You see Iron Hand Sim, the Minotaur, who's the head of the hand, and you have who else was there? It was Iron Hand Sim and Sheed Kaltor and Kruglin from the Scar Bearers, who was there as well. The three of you are standing around. Make perception checks as you're looking the crowd that's gathering. No one's approached you yet.
Good.
That's 23 for me.
That's a straight 10.
I also have a 23.
Wow, Orgoth with the perception.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
I don't want to see anyone. No, not the media.
Orgoth and Laphus, you notice that there's people they're on the front porch area of the house, and there are people kind of coming in and out. Looks like cleaners who are cleaning stuff, and you see Jimishaga come out and say something to the cleaners, and the cleaners look a little bit huffy, and then they kind of walk off and leave. What do y'all do to as nobody's approached you yet, so what do you do? What are you doing?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna get the house and I don't know, maybe a speech or something, but like this is it. This is a big day. This is where the Favoured Few gets recognized for, being the best in the tournament. I'm really proud of all of us.
I don't think I deserve any of that, considering that I immediately gave up. I will give the recognition to you guys.
I just.
Congratulations, you won.
Congratulations, you won. Congratulations, you won. No, I just. Do we have an excuse for Wilvin not being here?
We could say that Wilvin is off on important matters.
Family matters.
That's even better. No one ever questions when you're gone for a family. Yeah.
As you're talking, Sheed Kaltor, Kruglin, and Ironhand Sim, all three finally notice you and come over to you, and they look like they're coming straight over to Orgoth.
Hello, greetings. We're really excited for today.
Is there a way that we can talk to you? This is Sheed Kaltor. Is there a way that we can talk to you in private before we begin the ceremony? There's something very important we need to speak with you about.
Yeah, we can talk with you. Yeah, sure.
Just you, actually. And actually, but first, just you. Is that okay?
Well, anything that you have to say to me, you can say in front of Laphus and North. I mean, we're a team. We're more than a team.
He nods and kind of looks over to the Minotaur, and Sheed Kaltor is an orc. He's wearing noble clothes, all silk and fine garments, kind of robes, like flowing. But he has a concerned look on his face, and he says, very well, Orgoth, everyone overheard what happened at the team competition, and there have been reports that you are a worshipper of the betrayer gods.
That is not true. I do not worship the betrayer gods.
We can't have a champion who has any sort of connection with the betrayer gods, even if the symbol of the spider queen, it's just very important that we remain, strong against the forces of the betrayer gods here in this city, this bastion of hope in the middle of the desert.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I get that.
We're asking you if you could step down as champion.
Well, why would I? What do you mean, step down as champion?
You would no longer be champion. Would you voluntarily step down as champion in the face of these accusations? If they're proved false, we can go back and reinstate you.
So, based on accusations
and things that you said, and the brutality in which you dealt that poor goblin boy.
And Orgoth looks, and do they seem united in this? The three
They
of
do
them?
seem united.
You think that I believe that things were different here in Ank'Harel? You're the same as the people in Jagao that ganged up on me. I fought in single competition to become a champion in the Bowl of Judgment. I fought alongside these people that I trust, and we claimed another victory, but now I've been judged. Before there is proof, I'm told that I fight without honor, that I am a believer in the betrayer gods. Who judges you? Who judges your honor? 2 days ago, while we fought the Favoured Few on the field, another team put 5 members on the field, and they won. And then when it was our turn to compete against those half-house boys, we were informed by tournament judge Bolton that their leader, Stick Vicious, was being allowed to bring on even more combatants. Bolton explained that we're trying to make it interesting for the crowd, make it last a little bit longer to milk a little more money out of that. This was not how the tournament was to be run, but we were being informed, not asked.
If I remember correctly, Orgoth, that person was an impersonator. So they ran it by, but it wasn't actually, the people who ran the tournament.
And it was taken care of.
It was taken care of. We still had to fight them. Their weapons were coated in poison. So they broke the rules. That was allowed. Changing the rules for putting on a good show was allowed.
They are currently within the oubliette right now for breaking the law and being punished.
Because you had proof.
We saw with our own eyes.
Momentarily overcome by a fervor of combat, and I am stripped of my title as champion because that, by the way, Dermot is no boy. Dermot is a man who stepped into the ring of combat. I regret what I did to Dermot, and out of respect, I have not approached him or the rivals because they have asked that I do not do that.
Keen eyes. They're called the keen eyes.
The keen eyes, yes. The keen eyes now.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
That's what they called themselves in the combat. But look, you want to take this title of champion from me, then let it be done in the same way that I earned it. On the field of competition, in the bowl of judgment.
Orgoth, can you just drop it until they actually prove that you're innocent?
So you are assumed guilty until proven innocent. That is the way the law works here in Ank'Harel.
No
they're
one
not
will want to
dropping you in
work
the
with you
oubliette.
if they think you are a member.
Like we saw with Pollux, who was assumed guilty, and we had to prove him innocent.
You mean Pollux, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said
Yeah, I was like,
With the same name, man.
with Pollux. Look, I'm a little worked up. Okay, look,
I see a peas and it's just all over the place.
P's and R's all over the place.
Kruglin says, Kruglin of the Scarbearers says, you fight bravely, but that was a man out of control. We saw it on the field. And I will take care of this investigation and communicate with you. You will be allowed to fight in the next competition. And if you win, you will regain. This will be a trial by combat. But if you fight without honor, you will be immediately stripped again of your title. But right now, we have to have a champion. And there is too much fervor amongst the people who believe that, after seeing what you did, they believe that you are a follower of Lolth, the spider tattoo, coming to life.
Who do you propose to make this champion? Are we being stripped of our competition?
No, you won the team competition fair and square. And
even though that's where I just did the really bad thing that makes everybody think I'm a follower of Lolth, but we still get the prize. You guys are so confused and conflicted in your way that you run things. Look, you keep your damn title. I defeated all comers in the solo competition. We defeated them. I think it would be unfair to North and to Laphus and to Wilven to take what was won.
Oh no,
but
it's
fine
totally...
if you want to strip me of a title. That is fine. And if I decide to take it back, then I will.
It's totally fair. I didn't earn anything.
Until our investigation is complete, you will not be allowed to be champion. But that title can be regained. However, until then, they turn to North. We saw your bravery against Io.
Are you really suggesting? Are you fucking for real?
You're champion now, North.
Can I at least make a speech when
You
with
can,
that
you
whole
can
thing?
make a speech. It will be announced.
Okay, amazing, excellent. I will.
You accept?
I'll make the speech.
They nod.
But wait, you're actually accepting being a champion?
I'll make the speech.
But are you actually saying you're gonna be champion?
I'll make the speech, I said.
Laphus is gonna look deep into North's eyes. So you're actually saying you're gonna be champion?
Shut up! Come any closer and I'm kissing you.
Oh, we can't have that.
No.
Kroglin says,
I just got out of a really rocky relationship. I'm not about to start another one.
Yeah, no, I don't do rebounds.
Kroglin looks at you and says, I need to know if you're going to accept or not.
Can I get a moment to think?
Yes.
It's a tough position I'm in right now. Just giving a quick side look at the Orgoth, like it's
They kind of nod and kind of like lowering their heads. They walk away, leaving you there. And more people and more people. It's getting very crowded. There's probably a couple hundred people gathered on the street.
I'm gonna go get a smoke.
I didn't know Orgoth. Not her. I didn't know North smokes. When did this start happening?
Probably right now because of the pressure.
Sky, with her from the Cool Flame, is actually here, and she comes up to all of you and sees you. She's like, she's holding a newspaper, a broadsheet, and she looks at it and says, "Is this true?" And she shows the article, and apparently there's some rumors that Orgoth is being removed as champion, and that North Star Maedrick is being appointed champion. It's already in all the papers. Where's North? Where's Wilvin? Oh, you already told her Wilvin was, right?
Yeah,
Told
I
him
think.
he-
Yeah, I
yeah.
think we just said that he's out.
Yeah.
Um,
Is Wilvin going to be here?
no. Where did you get? Because we just found this stuff out.
It was in the noon paper. They just released this. It's just happened. This is fresh up right off the presses.
Well, I'm really glad they came to talk to me first about it.
It's totally in the gossip column. This is not something that's officially. Like, I don't know who's spreading these
Yeah.
rumors.
Yeah. It's really interesting how so many things happen that then are gossip or rumors or not done under the official original sanction of people here.
Oh, it's like any sort of celebrity thing, until it's proven innocent. People are going to believe rumors.
It's
And
cancel
even-
culture right
Yeah,
there.
And even whenever it is proven, there's still some people who are going to believe the opposite. Regardless of how much truth comes to light. Some people are just haters that way.
The crowd finally swells, and it's got there's about maybe 300 people in the streets. They've got the crowd. There's like little not hot dog stands, but little food stands everywhere. And they finally come over, and Sheed Kaltor comes over and says, I'm going to give the speech, and then I'm going to give you the keys. Often the crowd, you kind of hear like music being played, and you hear kind of like just like lots and lots of loud, happy talking back and forth and everything, and but it's just becoming like the crowd's kind of pressing up on the street. They're ready for this thing to get going.
Hey, North. You should take it.
I'm still thinking about it. It's gonna be a spur of the moment decision. I can't.
I'm just saying, if you're at all taking into consideration if it will upset me or something, you should take it. That's all.
I mean, it just means that North would probably have to start doing what you did and making things over in the Bowl of Judgment, and also, I mean, I think the only good thing about it is that North, you get a lot of money from it.
Yeah, I know. That's I'm considering. Guess you'll get your responses at the same time as everybody else. I'm just like, it's like when I go to a restaurant or anything, I pick what I'm gonna eat at the moment the waitress comes up.
Oh, you're one of those that takes like 10 minutes to decide. Got it.
It's either I look at the menu and I have like 4 options in my head, and when she shows up, I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind.
The Sheed Kaltor comes up and says, stand up here, and we're about to begin.
Haha, cool.
And he has his magic wand amplify stick that he holds up to his mouth, and he starts speaking, and the crowd hushes. Welcome to the award ceremony! And everybody's like, whoo, applauding. We would like to thank everyone and all the competitors who made this year's team competition an exciting event to be talked about for years and decades to come. So all of you, please welcome to the stage Orgoth Skullcrusher, Laphus Prismawing, North Star Maedrick.
You're gonna get it someday.
Yeah. And I keep wanting to say North Star Maedrick, and he looks over and is like, where's Wilvin?
He's got some family matters to attend to. He could not be here, and he's sorry that
Wilvin
had to run off.
Grandvane will be is getting this award as well, but he is currently away on family matters. And everybody goes, "Aw, he's such a grandpa. He's such a silver daddy." Like the crowd is like really like laughing. So Sheed Kaltor holds up the keys, and it's like this big, ridiculous wooden painted gold key, but it has a little like strap on it, and it has 4 separate keys on it. And he holds it up over his head, and it's like this beautiful, beautiful manor house on the sandbar to one of our beautiful river district. The favored few will be able to enjoy life in the beautiful city of Ank'Harel. And everybody's like, Ank'Harel, Ank'Harel. And this property has been provided to the favored few by the palace. Thank you to Jimmy Shaga of the palace staff who helped set up and organize this momentous occasion. And Jimishaga looks over toward Laphus.
Laphus gives her like a little wink, being like,
And she kind of waves, and people politely, like, she's always like in court, she's always kind of the mean person who has to like does the decrees and has all the bad news, so people do not really like her very much. So she's just kind of like a grim look on her face and just kind of like waves like, I don't want to be here either. But unfortunately, we have some bad news.
I'm gonna run up and grab the microphone out of his hand.
Okay.
Orgoth grabs the microphone. He's like,
Thank you all for coming today to this momentous occasion. There is sad news, and that news is that I have chosen, for the time being, to step down as your champion in the Bowl of Judgment.
And
I understand that my momentary loss of control has caused great concern amongst those that run the tournaments. And I know that this has been a disappointment to many of you that have been fans of mine. And it has been brought to my attention that it would be best for the games for this to happen. And because I respect the games.
and he kind of like sideways looks at the three people that talk to him.
okay.
Not always the players, but the games. I will do this. However, there are others in the Favoured Few that have been leaders to us here, not only in our group as we fight in the Bowl of Judgment, but also on our adventures, but leaders amongst communities, people that are worthy of your praise and acclaim. So I would hope that with me, you would put your hands together for North Star Maedrick.
Whoa, North Star! Ah!
And he like
Fucking hell.
shoves like pretty hard the microphone back into Sheed's.
Everybody,
chest.
welcome to the microphone, North Star Maedrick! And you see people like shouting and really is like you are amazing, North. And you hear
As
people
this
say,
is all happening, like the moment Orgoth like grabbed the mic and everything, Laphus would have just walked off stage because she was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna be a part of this."
She did what North wishes they did.
you turn around, Laphus, and Pollux is there.
Hey.
Are you going to give a speech?
Oh no, you wouldn't catch me dead up there saying anything.
That's too bad. You're a winner too.
Did you not watch that? I just gave up the fight. Like there was nothing. I just left.
You were undergoing great stress at the moment. You did something very brave.
I could have just fought him and like murdered him right then and there. So no, it's
You
fine.
probably deserved it, but you know.
It's fine. Let's just watch Orgoth make a fool of himself and then North make an even bigger fool of themselves.
And you're just he's standing behind you, and you're in front watching. They give the microphone to North, and people are applauding. People are throwing flowers, like long stem roses.
I'm just gonna try to just like, okay.
And people
just
like
waiting.
calm down.
Chill. Is it what's happening? Like, is this really being transferred to me right now?
Sheed Kaltor nods, hands you the microphone.
Title?
You said you're champion.
Well, first of all, thank you for this.
Speak
beautiful
up! We can't hear you.
Can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. I would like to do no.
No ASMR. Okay.
No. Right. So I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for this beautiful ceremony, for the recognition, and for the prize that comes with the group competition that we just took part in. I know what the Bowl of Judgment represents to this city. And it is with a heavy heart that I must decline the title.
No, North, we want to see you fight.
My participation in the tournament occurred with the thought that I was supporting my party and that I would be able to measure myself against friends and rivals. Having done this, I'm feeling fulfilled, and this is where my tournament career ends. I would, however, like to suggest a replacement if you'll let me.
Sheed Kaltor looks at you. Looks to
One I
Ironhand-
know.
Sorry. And looks to the other two people, and then looks back to you.
Who is deserving of this title more than anyone. She's a fearsome fighter, and she's a monument to what honor and fairness means in combat. She's the embodiment of what the Bowl of Judgment means and what it seeks. And this tournament would not be successful without people of her mettle. So for all these qualities, I would like to nominate Maggie Keen Eyes in my stead as champion of the Bowl of Judgment. And if y'all are gonna be assholes about it and say that it is not possible, you take the money that I should earn and you put it in a scholarship for kids who do not have the means to go to school. So, yep, mic drop.
Sheed Kaltor grabs it real quick. And you hear a gasp come from the back, and it's definitely distinctly Io. But you don't see her.
I'll take the house, though.
You hear Io's voice. You better. The is Maggie Keen Eyes here?
Eyes. Keen eyes.
And
keen eyes.
this
keen
ogre
eyes.
slowly is like walking toward this half ogre, tall, gray skin. She's wearing like loose garments, and her arm has a it's kind of cut off at the forearm, and you see kind of like and you see bits of red, kind of it's a little bloody. It's like covered up. They're trying to hide the crystals underneath so you don't see them. But you see that kind of the remnants of, like, it's a metal kind of cage. It looks like somebody is starting to construct something. And it's just in the process of it happening. And she comes up to the front, kind of looks at Orgoth, scowls, looks at you, North, smiles.
We'll step back, give her the space.
She takes the with her good hand, she takes the mic, leans forward and says, "Once I heal, I shall take all comers on, anytime, day or night. I shall be your champion." And hands the mic back to Sheed Kaltor and goes back into the crowd. Very well, we have our new champion. And to finish off today's activities, here is this beautiful house to our team champions, the Favoured Few. Ah! And screams and shouts. And you hear music being played. Laphus, you hear Pollux pull his lute out and start playing behind you.
It's the final countdown.
Bow, bow.
But it's really badly played.
Mm-hmm. It was just a broken string, so you know it's hard to get like completely perfect with the broken string. So Sheed Kaltor hands the key to North, and says, "You can enter immediately, and this house is yours in perpetuity. Please do not We only ask that you remain in residence here for at least half a year. And if you decide to sell. But we hope that you will become citizens of Ank'Harel.
Sure. I mean, we're allowed to travel, right?
Of course, of course. Heroic adventurers need to travel the world to gain experience.
So you just want us to pay taxes. Okay, amazing.
The people are starting to kind of wander away, break up into little groups where they're talking, and you hear people's like, I don't think Orgoth's like a follower of the Betrayer Gods. It's like, didn't you see him? That goblin's nose was caved in, and they're like really kind of amping up exactly what happened. It's really just people like are either one way or the other, and Sheed Kaltor kind of looks at you, nods, takes the microphone, puts it in his jacket, and leaves. The more people are kind of wandering away. It's like, was that a spot? Like you hear like somebody saying, looking at Orgoth walking by. Is that that's a spider on his chest, right? On his armor? It looks like Lolth's armor, but it's different. It's different. And people just wander away. Pollux is like, congratulations again, Laphus.
Yeah, I still don't deserve that, but I'll pass on that congratulations.
And he says bye and heads on out, leaving the three of you on the steps of the crowd, still kind of like slowly going away.
What time is it? I have a date tonight.
I think it's still early morning-ish.
Yeah.
It is. It's like morning. Yeah.
Good.
Late morning.
Good.
Are you gonna head inside?
Yeah.
We better check this place out.
How about we go?
Da-da-da.
You go to the door. It's just beautiful. All the curtains are drawn in the windows and stuff. But you head inside, open the door, and there's no furniture. It's completely unfurnished. Just barren. Actually, there's sawdust still on the floor. Jimmy Shaga, you look back and Jimmy Shaga is like kind of at the edge of the crowd looking, smiling, laughing, and then disappears.
What a bitch.
There is, it's a 4-bedroom house, and we can talk about the layout later.
Excellent. Yeah, I do have some budget for furnishing. It doesn't have to be too expensive, right? The economy's weird in these places.
Maybe we each furnish our own rooms and we chip in for the common areas.
Sure.
Laphus, is there an upstairs?
There is. There is an upstairs, and then the way it's laid out. We'll talk layout later. The way it's laid out, there's like 3 bedrooms downstairs. There's basically an upstairs and kind of a man cave area upstairs with a back balcony, basically an entertainment room upstairs. And there is a powder room, like a water closet downstairs. It goes off onto a balcony, and then there's also a deck with stairs leading down to the river.
So 3 bedrooms down, 1 bedroom up.
Mm-hmm.
Rumpus room
upstairs.
Downstairs is like kitchen and like
looks a living room,
entry room or something.
Yeah, just like a dining room, living room, kitchen area.
Right.
Oh, we have running water. That's a first.
There is running water.
Laphus is gonna go upstairs, go to the one room that's upstairs, and drop her bags, open up her thing, and have ashes run out and just settle in the middle of the room and just lay there.
There we go.
As you're kind of looking around, you've kind of explored the place, and like the smell of sawdust. This is like freshly built. There's a knock at the door. Like, boom, boom.
No, I'll get it.
Orgoth goes over,
And
opens the door.
you go to the front door, and there is someone at the door. And Mira, I'll let you describe what you look like.
Hi. So before you see a young looking satyr boy with antelope horns and a little curly Q up top, wearing a poet's hat and poet-like clothing, bowing before you.
Yeah, hello?
Salutations. You are the favored few, yes, Orgoth?
Well, I mean, not me by myself, but yeah, this is our, yes, sure, yes.
I have, what's the question? A big ask of you and your friends if you would hear me out.
Okay. I don't know if we're really taking any jobs on, but, okay, sure, can't hurt to listen. Do you like want to come in or something?
No, I thought I would do this out here, and he pushes past you.
Okay. Have a seat. Oh, never mind. Hey, we have someone who's gonna, a guest? I don't know what they are. There's a little person here.
Our
We have
first
solicitors already?
guest.
He like takes a finger across one of the pillars and just like looks at it and says, "They didn't even dust the place off for you. How peculiar." Anyway, there are 4 of you, yes?
I mean, yes? Question mark ish. I mean,
Technically.
yeah.
Yeah, Wilvin is away on family matters.
Ah, yes, the small one. Now that in all 3 of you here?
Laphus is like at the top of the stairs, just like staring down.
I think it's if it's an open area and the counter is there, North is probably like sitting on it, just like.
And he spins around and like does like a little flourish, and he says, "You are all very strong warriors, yes? I mean, of course you are. You are the champions of the Bowl of Judgment, or sorry, were. But I have a question.
You're
for
about 3 words from getting thrown out the door, so.
but hear me
Hang on.
out.
No, I want to hear that out. Actually,
I want
Fine.
I want to know what you know about Rudium.
Where did you hear this little word?
Oh, you know, from a little birdie throughout the streets.
I
But
swear it's Ember.
fucking Ember. Stupid bird.
and you see his facade kind of drop for just like a moment before he like shakes his head and he says, "Yes, I will expend any funds I have or will have in the future if you help me figure out what this is and or how to cure it."
Oh, you're a funny little man, aren't you?
And he smiles and his like eyes kind of like cinch and he's just like, yes.
The thing is, I would very, very much like to know the same thing.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, are you infected?
No, and he reaches for the sword on his hip and he takes out like a really like dulled kind of blade. It's golden, but it's covered in like this like red coming from the tip.
The veins, you've seen this before, where Rudium has infected a physical object, and veins of red shooting through it.
And he holds it up and he says, but for personal reasons, I must find out how to cure it.
Personal
So
reasons.
Your sword is sick. Is that what you're saying? And you gotta cure your sword?
We don't dabble with curing swords.
It's a very
Yeah.
important sword.
I'd like to cure an axe personally, but
Yeah, me too.
I
So
laugh at my
I-
own joke, technically.
You are all trustworthy, I know. So I will tell you. He shoots his eyes up the stairs. The sword is not the one I wish to cure. It's not the thing I wish to cure. No.
Is it the person who got stabbed with it?
No, it's my parents actually.
You stabbed your parents?
No. Yes, Orgoth, I stabbed my parents in the middle of the streets, and now they're sick with rudium. And to absolve myself of guilt, I wish to cure them. No.
Some backstory.
I'm
No.
that's something that could happen. Have you seen this poor guy getting pummeled almost to death in the Bowl of Judgment?
Oh, that's true.
That's true. It was quite the show. I was there. Beautiful performance, all of you, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
But no, me and my
that
family.
sounded like flattery to me, but
Me and my family were out shopping one day, and we were, in fact, the ones getting stabbed, shielding my little sister from these strange blades. My parents both got infected, leaving only me with this infected blade, though albeit it being very, very important to me. It does seem to be some sort of squabble in the street between two different gangs of people. Though I did not recognize the badge of either side.
Did it look like a little veil of some sort?
or little
DM did it.
chains or a mask.
You do remember
Yeah.
seeing tattoos of chain link, like a chain with links on
Yeah,
some
and
of
he
the
he moves his head to the side and he's like, I do remember the chains on the side. That was a very prominent feature. But me and my family got caught in the middle of it, and now my parents, who do live here in the River District, are quite sick, and I have expended much, and I need a lot of money trying to find out what it is. And
Well-
then his head lowers, and his
Do you-
his face gets a little dark, and he says, "I will do whatever I can to cure it."
Do your parents have something that looked like this? And I'm going to just like pull up my sleeve, and I've had like quite a few nat ones back in the day, so I think like
What's
it's
the
kinda starting
lowest,
to
North? What's the lowest you've ever gotten with levels of exhaustion? 2?
I think I went to 2.
Okay.
3?
I thought you went to
three?
3
Yeah,
at
you
one
don't-
point. It
That-
was
yeah.
real bad.
Oh yeah, I did go down to 3.
Yeah.
There's
It's spread.
spikes.
It's spread pretty bad. It's like up your arm. Like you move your arm, you can feel it inside the muscles.
Oh yeah, it's crunchy.
Yeah.
Does it look like this?
It
And-
does. In fact, your mother is much worse off, Voka.
Yeah, and he kind of like leans in, although he gets a little close, not like close enough to touch it, but close enough to really examine it, and says, he nods and says, "Yes, my poor mother's body is covered in the stuff." And like his voice kind of falters a moment. He's just like, yes.
Do you think I'd have that if I knew how to cure it?
Oh, so you're not working to cure it?
I'm trying to like get rid of it, yeah. But I don't know how.
So here's my proposition to you all: is let me come with, and I can help you, and you can help me. It'll be a trade.
And what do you provide?
My clerical abilities. I'm sure the Wild Mother would want to help out those in need.
I'm not gonna say no,
Bill, you're muted.
but this is a. She looks down at everybody. Just
What's like the Wild
team.
Mother's core belief? Because that seems to be a big thing around here. So
oh, the Wild Mother's a good person or a good god, so to speak. Neutral, but they're not.
I don't know about it.
They're more neutral-ish.
Very much in touch with nature.
Orgoth,
I
make a
believe.
religion roll.
5.
Something about storms, maybe like hippies worship them. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Yeah, got it. No, I think I remember now. A lot of like dancing around trees and like storms and like a talking stick and one of those big long things you play. Yeah, I remember. I think I remember. Okay.
And
What?
he tilts his head and says, "Yes, the mother is a good person. So nothing to fear on the evil god's front." And there's like little jazz hands.
I like that. Actually,
I know it's not a whole thing, but do you want me to see your parents for at least your mom or something for a quick
If you would
second?
be willing, and he says that quick.
I don't have a cure, but I can at least make it a little bit less noticeable.
And he nods, and he just like looks up at you and says, "My name is Voka, by the way. Voka Nildrith."
Laphus. But I think you already know that.
oh, you know our names.
I do.
I'm the person who decided not to fight.
I am Orgoth Skullcrusher. It is very nice to meet you.
And he by your handshake, he's like jittered like that. You're big and he is very small.
How small is Voka?
He's like, God, what did I say? 5'4"?
5'4" is what you said.
Like a good, I'd say like but he's very thin. He's a bit of a gangly boy.
Small one.
He's got that teenager build.
I am the one that just threw the title.
Ah, yes, I did see that was in my opinion, that was very entertaining. I had a very
Thank
good
you.
time with that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of shit.
Oh, the glory of the title.
Oh, the spotlight, amazing.
It is quite. You know, it's a little bit about me is I do happen to love the spotlight.
Good, you can take it in my stead then.
You've already
You
given
already
it
gave
to
it
Maggie.
I mean, I'm sure this for some reason gained me some more brownie points with the crowd.
Probably.
Yeah, you're definitely a hero with them right now, North.
Mm-hmm.
Watch you don't do something wrong. It can all change in an instant, like the turn of a heel.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know about that, Orgoth.
Yeah, I would. I'll tell you about it sometime if you really want to. You. Oh, I get it. Sarcasm.
Just whenever you're ready, I will come downstairs and I will.
Laphus, make a
Attempt.
perception check.
Nat 20 for a 24.
You're kind of up there and suddenly kind of smell something just sour, like something awful.
Weird, because I don't have a sense of smell.
Oh, she doesn't breathe.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Who's closer to the stairs then?
I mean, I don't know the layout. I'm on the counter.
Yeah, I'm at the very top of the stairs, so
Yeah. Okay.
I would say like because from how I'm seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
once you enter, there's probably stairs maybe like a good 5 feet away from the entrance area.
Yeah,
that
it's
goes
like you
up.
walk in and just like whoop, stairs up.
So
Yeah.
I would think that both Voka and Orgoth would be closest to it.
Okay, Orgoth and North and Voka make a perception check.
Yeah. I just made one. It was 23. I was just like, who's closest? Okay, let me roll.
I'll let Voka roll.
19.
19, nice, Voka.
Oh, 19 for a 21.
All three of you suddenly, as one, something smells horrible and it's coming from upstairs.
Oh,
Oh my god, the ashes shitting on the floor.
Ashes doesn't shit.
something did. It reeks
She's
up
good.
there.
She's gonna go over to the room where Ashes is in and opens it up.
Ashes is in there, kind of like doing circles, and there's a built-in cabinet in the. There's a little like, what's it called? Like somebody who sits down and like does their makeup, like a beauty station, kind of like something that's built into the room. It's like a little There's a
Like a little
vanity.
like a
vanity.
yeah.
Vanity,
Yeah,
that's the
vanity.
word I'm looking for. But there's like door.
Why am I the person that knew that? Why is that?
I don't know.
I'm French.
What?
Oh, is it
Um,
vanity?
Une
There-
vérité? D'accord.
Comment difficult?
But there are there's a little like doors underneath the vanity, and one of them is slightly open.
She's gonna go look in there.
And there's a paper bag that's kind of open,
She's gonna open it up.
and there's some definite somebody pooped in a bag and left the bag up here.
Oh, I
Oh,
wonder.
har har.
Is there a name on it?
No,
Is there like
no. They're not that ridiculous, no.
She's
no
just
for
going,
Orgoth signed.
She's just going to take it, go over to the window, open it up, and toss it out.
Okay.
I mean, no, understandable.
Someone
that's,
shit in a bag as a little prank. Left it here.
I used to do that.
Come
I-
on, you know who that was.
Was it
I'd
you?
set it
Orville?
on fire though.
No, it was Jimmy Chonga.
Chimichanga?
I don't feel like she's not the type to shit in a bag.
whatever her
She's
name
way too
is.
prim and proper for that shit.
Well, she probably had like one of her people do it.
Probably.
Like, hey, I'm your boss. Go poop in this bag and leave
Or
it
just
somewhere.
someone who someone who was building and disagreed with some of our methods. Well, not mine, but you know.
Regardless, it's taken care of. Unless you guys decide to smell other places, I will follow Voka to
Yeah.
his home.
Yeah.
And Voka does like a bow and he like turns on his heel, his hoof, and does like a little flourish out the door.
Clip clop.
I just imagine like a little, like a leap.
He does a little leap.
Just clips clops out. Just...
Okay.
He's very whimsical.
As Voka does that, Laphus is gonna look over at North like, "What the fuck is?" and just like walk out.
What, so
You
North,
ask
are we just
me.
gonna like trust this little person? Like, to come in? I mean, I guess we could help them, but like they're gonna
I
go
guess-
with us.
We could help. Going down with us is going to need a bit more of a talk. Sure, but
Yeah, I mean, there's only one way we've thought of to maybe cure this, which is to go and like eliminate the source.
yeah.
I mean, I'm all for a cleric. Don't get me wrong. But
Fucking love a cleric, honestly. I turned to religion, but I turned to something else before, so.
yeah, this whole religion
And-
thing is not working out for me either. so-
No, it's not, Orgoth. You're gonna have to fix something about that because it doesn't look good on you.
Well,
Gonna walk out.
yeah.
You're gonna go check
Orgoth's
out.
gonna look for a bathroom, by the way.
There
Someone
is
should in
Our
bathroom
powder
at least.
yeah, there is a newfangled contraption. This looks like
Called a
bowl-
toilet.
A toilet, yeah.
Oh my god, running water.
Everybody
Flush,
has one
flush,
in their
flush.
rooms.
It's not like
Remember
it's
the
only one in the
artificer
whole house,
gnomes?
but
Oh, I need to know, is there a bidet?
do you want there to be a bidet?
Absolutely, I do.
Oh, the artificer gnome Crankus Bidet actually like created this whole new
Frank.
like bathroom
Right.
suite thing,
Crankus bidet.
which has like
It's canon, you guys. Crankus bidet.
2 ceramic bowls.
New favorite character right now.
One of which has water that goes down, and the other one has water that goes up because he couldn't really decide which was the better way to handle it. So
It looks like you go into the bathroom and there's newfangled like bowl and there's a little like chain on the
Of
ceiling.
judgment.
Bowl of judgment. It is a definitely bowl
that's what
of
he
judgment.
calls it. He sells it as the bowl of judgment.
And it looks like there's a place for something to go on the side of the toilet, but it's been taken off and kind of thrown behind the toilet. And there's like pieces and like nuts and bolts and kind of laying around the toilet.
Someone's trying to prank. If you sit down, it's just gonna fall over. Man, somebody really hates like building
Orgoth
this.
didn't go in there with any intent to use that, but he's like, okay, that seems weird. He's just like wanted to wash his hands. But
There is a sink in there, yes, with running water.
Oh, running water again!
Yeah, water coming out.
is it leaking anywhere? Now I don't trust anything in
Make
this
an
place.
investigation check.
God damn.
Start dripping red. Someone put carcass in there.
Excellent. Let's see, with investigation. With my +1, that's a 3.
You get the water, like, you're like, kind of like, it's not leaking, but suddenly the water gets really hot and burns your hand.
Right. Well, Orgoth's trying to wash his hand. Left hand. Best he
Laphus and Voka, you're walking further into the river district. It's about maybe, what do you say, about a 10, 15-minute walk away?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Like a leisurely walk.
And you get to a the thing about the river district is that there's farmlands here, and there is an area where you see a large house, and this is more kind of on the flat area, and you see a house, and Voka takes you up toward the house, and there's farmland, like growing crops all around the house, and Voka takes you up to the front.
And you come to kind of a grand type entrance. It's like a lot of the buildings you've seen around the river district. Very full of windows, very decorated, with like fabrics and lanterns and whatnot. And you see someone attempt to open the door for him, but he just kind of pushes in himself. And he gives like a curt bow to the person behind the door. As he just points to the stairs and says, their room is up here.
Where's your sister right now? At
She's
school?
around.
It is middle of the day.
It is the middle of the day, but lately she hasn't been going to school as much. That's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
So I think she would be like in
Playing
the
in her
kitchen or
room.
in the either playing or like
Yeah.
doing homeschooling right now.
Laphus, you go inside and you see what does your sister look like? She's 9, right?
So she's 9. I have art of her, but I'll post that later. But she's like half Voka's height, and she has like this short kind of sandy hair and little prong horns, and she's wearing like this like really cute like little red really loose getup, and she's missing one tooth right here, and she has a little freckled face, and she's probably really excited.
She jumps up and down. It's like, Voka, you're home.
Yes, I brought someone to look at Mom and Dad.
I brought them some food earlier, but I tried to cook.
You remembered not to touch them, yes?
I promise I promise I wouldn't touch them.
Yes. Good. Oh, Laphus, this is my little sister Zale.
Hi, Laphus.
She looks down at the kid and then looks over at Voka. So you want to show me the family who's infected? Like
yes,
totally ignoring the kid.
Not one for semantics, I see. Anyhow, Zale, go to your room. And he just turns on his heel again.
Okay.
And leads Laphus up the stairs.
Up the stairs, and you go to it's not their bedroom because they need to be somewhere that people can get in and out easily. And you see on the side, they go in, there's 2 beds, and both of them are lying. You just see they're 2 satyrs. Describe what your parents look like. They're both in bed, gray skin, kind of very like sickly looking.
So his father is like one of kind of like gray. He's already grayed. And he has like this like kind of like darker fur, while her mother still has like this kind of like nice kind of luscious brown hair. And there's kind of laying there with like this like dead expression in their face, like the like, I'm sick and I don't want to be here.
You've seen this before, Laphus, like with Galsariad and with North some a little bit. It looks like, make a medicine check, Laphus.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
21.
It looks like the wife is sicker, much sicker than the husband. It looks like, make sure this is right. The mother has like almost their entire arm covered in red crystals. And it's kind of being supported out like on a table next to the bed, and she's pretty much unconscious. Like she's kind of wakes up a little bit, opens her eyes, looks at Voka. There's a slight smile, but then she passes right back out. The father, there's like a white sheet over his leg, but you can see bumps coming through the white sheet off of his thigh. Or it looks like there's crystals growing almost straight out at a weird angle.
She's gonna look at Voka and say, all right, so I've only done this like a couple of times. It's not a guarantee. And also it's gonna hurt like shit.
You didn't tell me it would hurt.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt plenty, but it gets rid of a lot of the, if it's successful, it's gonna get rid of a lot of the redness at least.
And he looks like kind of with like a furrowed brow to his mother, and just kind of like inwardly thinks for a second before kind of like opening his eyes again and just nods.
Laphus is going to gently put a finger on the top of the mother's like head, and she's gonna reach and touch the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Okay.
And she's just going to say, I don't know which one's here. If it's the Changebringer, if it's Sahanine, Corellan. Regardless, all of you need to listen. This is just an innocent person. They got caught up in some shit that somebody decided, hey, Rudium, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. We're gonna apparently win some gang war. And now some innocent are being caught in the act. We can't have this. I feel like it's like a duty or something of you guys to like help, regardless of whether or not they believe in you. You guys want to attempt to at least try for everybody?
What did I have you roll before? It's been a while.
I think
was it religion or was it Arcana?
I think I don't remember.
Was it religion or persuasion?
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you give me whichever one because it could change.
Let's go religion because this is a direct plea.
That is +9. That's a 23.
Nice. Okay. Voka, you do not see this. A glow kind of emanates around the room. And you see kind of like just sparkles. One, a silver, tall. Like it's almost like the sparkles are making a form, like some sort of humanoid form. One silver, one gold, and one like a darker gray. And they're kind of hovering over the body. And they look at you. You are, one of them says, the one with the gray. You're the instrument of change.
I guess.
You must try harder. Things are coming. Bad things. Someone is using the Apotheon to break through. And you hear the silver spirit say, this creature who holds the jewel, she is unworthy. She is not alive. How can she bring life to this city? How can she rescue our beloved Apotheon? And the gold figure says, she has capacity for great goodness amongst. She has capacity for great goodness. Don't look at me like that. That's what he says. You have capacity for great. She has capacity for great goodness, even amongst her past. We shall grant this wish. It will be more difficult in the future. But danger is coming. If you want to rescue your friend.
She's going to look at all three of them and go, by friend, we're talking about Wilvin, right?
They just kind of nod. And the sparkles go pew, and sprinkle around the room and sprinkle into the body of both the husband and the wife. And you can see underneath the sheet the crystals kind of sliding down, becoming smaller. The crystals becoming smaller in the arm of the wife. And both of them breathe easier.
And Voka, who's had he's been looking away and putting his hand over his mouth, kind of rushes to kind of the foot of the bed and leans over with his hands. He leans over and he's like, "You've dispelled some of it."
Some, but it's going to take a lot of willpower for it not to grow. Because from what I'm understanding, it is their general willpower that keeps it at bay.
Okay.
But that's about all that I can do for them. If it grows any more, odds are the gods are not going to listen.
You see a gold. You see a silver spark kind of fly across the room right in front of your face, Laphus.
Yeah, I think one of them really hates me right now.
So you want money for this, or?
I feel like just general healing, at least for my compatriots. There's been a few times when we would come back from something, generally really. She looks at the family and just goes, "I'm fucked up."
And he nods and says, "I can do that. I can do that."
But this is something that everybody has to kind of join together as a group and say unanimously yes or no as to whether or not we bring you.
And he thinks for a second before reaching to his the side you actually see him reach into the cloak on his shoulder, ruffle around for something, and then he pulls out just a handful of these golden tickets, and he says, "Behind this house there is a yard, and behind the house you will find a tent. When you come to your decision, come to me and enter the tent."
I get a golden ticket.
You have a golden ticket.
I start running. You just hear someone go home, Charlie, go.
And he says, when you've come to your decision, come to me. And even if it's no, I would like to know.
All right. I guess watch out for them. They're still gonna infect you if you touch it. And she's gonna start to head out.
And he nods, and the door kind of closes behind you, Voka just kind of looks back at his parents, worried, and then goes to, you see it's a large window, and you see him just move to look out at as that kind of fades out.
Your parents seem to be resting easier.
Fingers crossed.
Orgoth and North, what are you up to?
Orgoth.
Okay, so somebody messed up the two like ceramic like bowls up there that I think are used for like going to, so just be careful, North, if you go in there, because like
And he's got this handful of nuts and bolts. So like, 'cause
There's
I
a
think
big-
this is what's in there.
There's a big metal piece that says the current year Crankus Bidet on the side of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Is
there's
there
some-
like a leftover paper with like IKEA instructions?
There,
I bet you we could call the artificer gnomes from the bowl and have them come over and fix it.
it's in the
Their
bag with
stuff
the poop.
works real good all the time.
It's in the bag with the poop.
Oh no, the instructions are in the bag with poop.
No. It's you don't see any instructions. So.
I mean, I could attempt to investigate, see what's going on with that. I'm going to turn into a plumber or something. I don't know. I'm going to just take a look.
Laphus, you come back and they're all in the bathroom for some reason.
You know, we have multiple toiletries. We don't all have to share.
No, there's like it's broken.
Hold on, let me
Then-
look. Can I?
Not me though. It was broken before I came in here.
Can
just
I
so
make
you
an
know.
investigation check?
I'm gonna do an insight check to see if he actually did break it or not.
I want to investigate the bidet.
Okay. I love that sentence has like been said.
Laphus totally doesn't believe Orgoth.
And it's a 24 for bidet investigation.
The DC was a 25. You think you know where the pieces go, but it's very confusing and you kind of are you trying to fix it or are you just trying to like understand it?
I'm trying to understand. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
This is where the poop goes. Like the toilet, this is where
Yeah.
the poop goes.
Yeah, apparently this has something to do with water shooting up instead of going down. You've never really seen this contraption before. Usually it's just like
I'll stay out of the way and press the button.
it kind of shoots too hard and the water goes all the way to the ceiling.
Well,
So
good
that's-
thing no one was sitting there.
That's a good way to get an enema, I feel.
Yeah, that's. But I don't think that's what
Remind
it's
me
for.
to go over there just before my date night, just in case.
All right, so. All right, look. All I know is I found it broken, and we should maybe call the artificer gnomes. Maybe they know this Crankus Bidet person.
Possibly.
I don't know, maybe I'll just flash him a little ankle and he's gonna be all like, oh yes, you're so amazing. Please, let me come fix your toilet.
Maybe, probably.
Oh,
You were the champion.
Laphus, when you got back, there was somebody picked up all the roses, so there's just this big pile of roses on the front of the house on the porch, and also there was this strange package. It's actually, it's not really a package. It's more like there's like this stuffed doll with a bow like kind of wrapped around it, and it kind of looks like Laphus. I mean, it kind of looks like North a little bit.
She's going to pick it up before she comes in, and she's just gonna leave it on the counter, not gonna say anything about it.
Okay.
And she's just going, after watching them kind of fumble with the bidet, she's gonna just say, so, it's apparently from what the gods have talked to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be a little bit harder now to start fixing everybody's rudium contraptions, considering that there's somebody trying to use Elixian's power?
Well, shit.
We got to get back down there.
Now the question is, are we going to allow Voka to come with us? They seem genuinely wanting to help. and they have a fear for their family.
I mean, I can understand that. Family business is usually. Yeah. Is there any way we can run a background check? Something? Because I don't want to bring someone from the assembly down there. If they were in disguise or something, I don't want to.
Well, if the disguise is a young child instead
We've
of
seen.
have we seen a child?
I've sent a child off with 50 gold once, but that was not for this situation.
Is this conversation happening in the bathroom, or are you actually like out in the?
Yes, it's happening in the bathroom, and if someone is within line of fire, I'm pressing the button.
Well, it shoots up. It's not gonna shoot out.
Yeah, but it's gonna drip a little bit or something.
Laphus is like outside of the Russian. She's just kind of like out. But it's all up to you guys if you have a very quick way, because we need to go there as soon as possible.
Stat. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I have nothing against having cleric.
It's a cleric, and honestly, if they turn on us, it's 3 against 1.
Oh yeah. I can stab a bitch if needed.
I mean, it might be too soon, but I'm okay at taking out clerics. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So yeah, and she pulls out the tickets. Apparently, we go to a show of some sort and let them know.
Yes.
Are we gonna like get ready first before we do that? Is there anything anybody?
All of our stuff is at the Ghoul Flame.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna need to live at the Ghoul Flame for a bit.
It's about noon. I mean, it's really kind of early in the day.
So I'm thinking we go accept Voka into the group for the moment. Go back to the Cool Flame.
On the Favoured Few.
Yeah.
And then we go down tomorrow.
Yeah. North has their date? Question mark.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to see if I can have them both at the same time, because they have to know I like to double whammy.
Well, then there we go.
Yeah.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh yeah, I have a busy schedule.
So, I don't know if they were gonna follow, but North is going to still with the golden tickets in her hand. She's gonna start to head out.
So you head out north. As you walk into the living room, you look over at the kitchen counter, and there is a doll of you just staring at you.
I shriek. This is terrifying.
It looks like it's been hand knit, like almost crocheted.
Oh god. Yep, no, that's the appropriate reaction.
So you.
So are we all going over to talk to this Voka person again? You know where they are, Laphus. I guess we have to go.
Yeah. Just follow me. I told him that I told him that it would be a unanimous decision.
I mean, we got our safety protocols. If anything goes wrong.
Should we have a word that we say if like someone wants to, or do we just gonna know? We'll just know if it's like they turn on us and then it's.
Let me find the worst word ever, and I'm gonna come back to you on that.
Okay.
Something that will not come up in conversation.
Okay.
Because I would hate for it to be like the word blue, and we just like, oh, look at this blue flower, and Voka ends up dead.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll leave that.
We got some trigger happy people like in this group, so.
I wonder who that could be.
Not me.
What? I don't. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
Nose goes. I'm not looking at anybody.
Okay. All right.
So you
Lead
head
the way, Laphus.
So you head
She's
back.
gonna head off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You head back to Voka's parents' house, the Nildrith Manor. And is there another name for it? Does the house have a name? Like,
No, I don't think so.
That's just
I think
the Nildrith
yeah,
residence.
there's no fancy. I mean, they just manage water stuff. There's nothing fancy about it.
Got it. Okay. You head to the manor house and you go around the yard, and as you come into the backyard, where there's like a stand of trees, you see nestled amongst them a simple 5 by 5 tall fabric tent. What kind of colors does it look like? What does it look like?
It's just red and white. It's a traditional circus tent. It has like a little flag on top.
But
Has
it's
like a lantern
small.
outside.
Yeah, lantern sticking out. There's like flaps that are kind of hanging open.
Yeah, and you see like a little box outside that says "tickets, please," like written like really silly font with like a little really shittily drone Voka on it.
Aw.
She's gonna Laphus is gonna like stare at the tickets, and kind of just drop it in the box.
Music starts to play, and you hear a waltz, and it's kind of like a happy, energetic waltz, inviting you in.
I'm gonna step in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is it all right? Before we go in, is anybody afraid of clowns?
I mean, we're all clowns in this fucking group. Let's go.
As you step in, there's like a momentary dark, and then suddenly light as it opens up into, bigger on the inside, 30 by 30 kind of open circus. Like there's a ring in the middle of the floor. There's benches, curved benches around. Describe it, Voka.
So actually, you actually see, and you see like the benches kind of pushed off to the side, and instead kind of put like 3 what are basically fantasy folded out chairs just for you all, and you see like a ring, and where the middle spotlight would be, it is currently dark, but you hear that muffled kind of waltz music kind of coming from like inside. And do you want me to continue with what's happening, or?
Yeah, go for it. Take charge.
And so as you all inevitably take your seats, you hear like a 1, 2, 3, and a band starts playing in the back. It's kind of like slower, more bumpy carnival tune, as the light in the middle flicks on, and you are invited with someone who you've never seen before. It's a taller man with long elven ears and really slicked back and perfumed black hair. He's wearing a top hat and carries a cane, and he says, "Welcome to the Circus de Fantasia. Favoured Few, though I hope you have an answer from me tonight. You all are welcome to enjoy the show, as I wish to show off to you everything I have to offer to my capacity." And you see the Ringmaster take his hat, flip it around, and you see him reach for his face as he takes off a mask, and it's Voka standing before you. And he says, "Just a few things before you give me your answer." And he like slips it back in between, and he pulls out a mouse mask, and he says, "I hope you all like animals." And he slips on the mouse mask, as you see him like melt like candle wax into this like mouse folk form, wearing like this like tunic type of deal. And you hear like a screech as like this like illusory elephant kind of comes around the bend, and you see her take out like a little whip, and she says, back, and it just is like for the next like I'd say like hour, you're greeted with like the elephants walking on balls around the room, the tigers jumping through hoops of fire. You're met with a beautiful him turning into a beautiful lady. You know as the sword swallower, and the fire breather. As she just this fire shoots from her mouth, and for the last one, she now turns to you all and says, "And for my last act," and she peels off the mask immediately, replacing it with another of a man with one curly Q hair in front of him, and he raises up this muscular form, the strong man, and he has a belt around his waist, and he picks up Orgoth. You see especially you find it so ridiculous. It's just these two large kind of what you would perceive as metal balls, and they're both really comedically labeled 1,000 limb. As he takes an arm, he does a couple flexes, and he takes one hand and he lifts it up on a singular finger, and he twirls it around, and you see him drop it, but there's no thunk or anything. As he turns to the crowd and he goes, and he'll take the mask off. He'll do a little twirl his finger, the coin thing where he'll flip it around his fingers, flip it around, and it's gone. And he will bow to you all and say, "My name is Voka Nildrith, and you may perceive me as a satyr, as well as the people around, but I am indeed a changeling, and I thought it would be good for you to be privy to information."
North is giving a standing ovation. It's been a while since I've had a good show. So.
Laphus is sitting down, but she is doing a very small clap, just
Orgoth's super confused.
The thrills and chills of the circus are great, have you not? Mm-hmm. Though I assure you, they do not impact my clerical abilities in the slightest.
Ron, quick question. As in the Ladron, so technically elf from the Feywild.
Right.
Changeling.
You've run into changelings before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you would be familiar. You may have
Okay.
even known one or two.
Oh, yeah.
In the past.
Amazing. Cool. No questions. Just... amazing.
And he gives a deep bow, and he once again throws on the mask of the ringleader, and he points his cane, he says, "So your answer?"
Laphus is gonna look over at North. Didn't you say that you were gonna say something, or are we all just gonna?
No, I think I'm good actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then Laphus stands up and goes, "Our answer is you can come. But the moment we think that you're going to possibly betray us in any sort of way, shape, or form, you will not be allowed to live."
He twiddles his mustache a little bit, on the ends, and says, "Well, I had no intention on betraying you at any point, but I understand your gutso, your reasoning." And he throws down his cane, and he extends his arms, and he's like, "Marvelous. So you are all leaving when?"
Tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Bright and early.
North has a threesome tonight. You can't leave until that happens.
Oh, exciting.
I didn't say I was gonna.
Well, I thought you said you were trying to do both. Okay, never mind.
Just
We have
both
stuff to
fates
do.
at the same time.
A family business to attend to before we leave in the morning. No one questions that.
Family matters.
He repeels off the mask and says, wipes a bead of sweat off of his forehead, and says, "Well, do you want me to meet you at your house, at my house? What are we doing? How are we doing this?"
Full flame.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave from the cool flame because we don't have beds, so we can't sleep.
Ah, I see. Oh, they did not. I just remember they did not
It's
furnish your house.
0.
Hey, do you know anything about toilets? Somebody sabotaged ours.
So, I know that they flush.
Yeah, we have one that goes the other way too.
So you're privy to one of Craig's
privies.
inventions.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
privies.
You're privy to his newest invention.
oh, do you know this Crankus bidet?
Famous inventor here, not for him.
Make a history check, Voka.
You also don't know whether he's bullshitting or oh, where's my fucking character sheet? You said history. 9.
9, no. You know that there's a bunch of tinker gnomes who work at the Bowl of Judgment. You've seen them in the competitions, but you've not run into that particular.
You've
tinker
not
gnome.
run into it, but you definitely think that you
Yeah, you-
probably know them.
you won't be able to contact. He's a fabled hero.
Oh, all right. Well,
But I'm sure someone, one of those what are those tinkerers gnomes would be able to help you out. I don't see why not.
I think if
Maybe-
anyone should ask, it might be me.
maybe we could have Sky look into it. We have a house manager, so maybe we could task Sky with that.
Sky is more of a house cleaner, more so than a house manager.
Oh,
Housekeeper.
Yeah, they just make
house-
sure that the whole place is tidy.
House sitting as well.
If you
Right,
get
okay.
plants, she'll probably water them.
right.
Oh, well,
I thought
house
she was
sitter,
gonna, like
she's-
get food and stuff for us too and everything. All right. Anyway,
She's
I
taking her
digress.
bully. She can use my bedroom when I'm not there. Don't care.
Okay, so yeah, a cool flame tomorrow morning.
Full flame tomorrow morning. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
We might want to get out of this tent before it collapses on us. By the way,
What?
What?
I mean it's time. It's like it's been up for like 8 hours.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like Magnificent Mansion. It's only there
Ah.
for a set amount of time.
No.
Yeah,
What?
it's a magical place where the this place is bigger.
I mean, the
on
circus is a
in-
magical place for sure.
This is a magical
the-
place.
Yeah, this is built on a whole magical structure. It's bigger on the inside than it is the outside, sort of deal, and it doesn't last that long.
I mean, we won't kick
Okay.
us out right away. It's just I figured save the magic where I can.
And Laphus is gonna go out.
Good call.
Yeah, and you just push through. It looks like Laphus. You notice that the tent flaps, they're just tent flaps. It's not like there's a door that you can lock, and it doesn't look like there's a mechanism. There's like 2 strings that'll tie the flaps together, but that seems to be all the security that it has. But you just you walk out into, and you just open up, and you're like back in the backyard, and all of you come out of the tent.
And you see Voka turn around. He like pulls like a very specific tab, and you see this tent, which is like it's like not big, but it's also not small. And he starts folding it and folding it and folding it, and suddenly it's the size of a handkerchief that he shoves into this little pocket he has in his cloak. And he says, "Well, it was good meeting with you all, and thank you for accepting my, at the very least, temporary proposal. Now, as I don't write any of my music, I must go speak with my ghostwriter tonight. I'm sure you are all privy to the name of Pollux."
Don't tell me you know him too.
Oh, he wrote all the music in my circus.
But the music was not horrible, and he
It was
kind
good,
of-
actually. What the heck?
He's very talented.
He didn't play it, so
He did just write it. Everything in there is played by a mythical illusory band. I know, fancy, isn't it? Took me forever to save up for this thing, by the way.
Well,
But
all
alas,
right.
I must go speak with him tonight, especially if I'll be gone for a while.
Oh, good luck.
Save up music for me. So exciting.
So how did you meet Alex?
Oh, how do you meet anyone amongst the streets of Ank'Harel? By chance, mostly.
Yeah, he just kind of came up and sang in your face. Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
He did just kind of come up to me and start singing. I found him so amusing that I kept on talking to him.
Well, that kind of tracks. So,
A fellow trickster, a fellow. You know, it's an art to annoy someone, and I really appreciate that about him.
I don't think he is even attempting to annoy, so it comes naturally to him.
See, the
apparently.
best art is the one where you're not trying at all. So,
Well, if he don't mention us at all, just say that you're gone. Don't tell him where we're going.
it's a little too. I didn't tell you where you're going. I did mention I was meeting with you guys today to him. I didn't say where. He's like the only friend. He's like the only friend I got. You gotta understand.
All right.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. I'm not judging, but I'm judging.
Oh, I'm absolutely judging.
How many friends do you have? I'm sorry.
Like, how many friends do you have, North?
I mean, have 2 very close ones, at the very least. I mean, I'm counting the adult ones only, because Nomi would say that she's my friend, but she's basically 11 years old.
And she's also your sister.
She's my. I mean, you can be friends with your siblings.
My sister's my best friend.
Yeah, my.
So you technically have 2 friends, Voka.
There you go.
That's true. I have 2 friends. My little sister is also my best friend. And he like drops like this like triangle like smile for a little bit, and he says, I did want to seriously thank you for allowing me at least a chance to help and do something. You have no idea how much money I blew through just to find the word rudium.
Oh,
and that was it.
300
platinum, by the way. It was 300 platinum.
Fuck.
Man, they chipped you
Oh,
off.
honey. Oh, honey, no.
Not just one person. It was like everyone else. They suck you dry around here.
They do. Well, it sucks just like knowing something's wrong but being unable to do anything about it. Hopefully we're gonna all find a solution together.
And he just nods and says, I will not leave my sister an orphan, not if I can do anything about it.
Good. Yeah.
Laphus is gonna start to head out, and as she goes, she goes. So, how many friends do you have, Orgoth?
I have 3 really close friends. You know that.
Would you count your mom as your best friend?
My mom is my mom. That's a different relationship. I mean, you know, I guess my mom is my friend, but she's my mama. So that's kind of like another whole level in relationship.
North,
like,
would you count
drink
your
with my mama?
You wouldn't drink with your mom. North, would you count your mom as your friend?
That's kind of that's different. That's very different, actually.
Is it different with siblings? I don't have any, so.
It's different with siblings because you're it's you have a common enemy, the parents. You have a common person to rebel against.
Well, how many friends do you have, Laphus?
You don't have to answer that.
I had one. I knew him for basically almost all my life. And unlife. It's gone now, but relationships change.
Well, what about? And Orgoth points to him in North. And...
Associates. That's what it is.
North understands. I will do whatever I can to help you guys. I will definitely never not. I would definitely leave your bodies alone.
Oh, thank God.
And that's a pretty high praise from me.
That was one of my biggest fears, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, no, if you die, I'll leave you there. You don't worry.
Thank fuck.
It's called, if I remember correctly, the term is, what was it? It's a call to the sky or something, where you just kind of leave your body there and have it be devoured by...
Oh, that's a sky burial.
Yeah, there we go. I'll let you have that.
Oh, that's kind of poetic. I like that.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to be, become a puppet to somebody.
No, I don't want to be a zombo, thank you.
Yeah. That's kind of spitting in the face of whoever was alive.
Yeah.
And I have too much respect for all of you guys to do that.
Okay, but so North, are we? Are you my friend? I mean,
We're buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
buddies.
So we're friends.
We're buddies.
We're pals.
Companions.
Bosom buddies.
Ooh, maybe not that.
Voka, are you still there? Are you hearing all of this? Is this kind of like happening?
That would be.
Well,
The
Voka
talk
just,
is we're
like-
going away.
Just Voka's eyes like just darting from like to each of them, like one for all, and Aura's like, I thought we're friends. And Voka just like smile and just gives like a really comedic like shrug.
And then in the background you hear do 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 do.
Copyright.
Hey, that's copyright free actually. It's DMC.
It's-
That's why everyone uses it.
Oh
Yeah.
God, thank you. Thank God.
Plus,
Okay.
it only counts if you actually play the music and not if you're doing it by yourself.
And I don't know if mouth noises count.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll meet you, buddies, back at the Cool Flame.
I mean, we're all heading there right now, aren't we? Unless...
I think I'm gonna just Actually, I'm gonna hit the bowl of judgment to get someone to fix our fucking toilet. And maybe then just like leave a message to the people that I'm supposed to meet tonight. And actually, I'm thinking about like if Sky is gonna be taking care of the house, I might leave some money with her. So if she wants to like furbish the like common areas at the very least, or like buy the essentials like toiletries and all that shit.
How much
Yeah,
money
that
are you
makes
gonna?
sense.
How much money are you gonna leave with her?
I don't know about D&D economy. It's weird. Some stuff is worth a
Let's
few
talk about it.
coppers.
We'll talk about it in the chat after. So
Like, I think I'm gonna have a budget of maybe like 150.
that may be a lot for like basic needs. So yeah.
I mean, get me a couch and a like freaking dinner table and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
But here's the thing. We want... I'm pretty sure North wants the good shit and not thinks that it's gonna break within like a week of sitting down.
Yeah, so 150.
not the big lots.
No, we're thinking IKEA.
Okay. It'll last a little bit at least. So okay.
Please.
So let's
Besides,
go around.
someone's gonna have to build it.
This guy's gonna have a time while we're down there.
Let's go around. Do like 5. We got 5 minutes left. So North, you do that. Laphus, what do you do?
Head back to the Cool Flame and kind of gather up all of her things
Mm-hmm.
and put it in like a bag or something. And she's going to, if Sky's there, she's gonna let her know, like, hey, These are going to go in the room upstairs. That's going to be my
Okay.
place.
She writes everything down.
And she's also going to let Sky know that there is a large loft
Mm-hmm.
area where Ember can definitely make a home there if
Um,
she wants to bring Ember along with.
I had an idea, Laphus, because I saw them hand the keys to you, and that's not very secure. Do you want me to change the locks?
Sure.
Okay. I'll just make sure. I'll make sure that you have keys before you leave.
All right. But aside from that, she's just going to mostly relax. Ashes is still in the house.
Got it.
Oh my god, she's gonna get to the house and there's gonna be that one doll sitting there.
Also,
It's a voodoo doll.
Sky, like if you go to the Cool Flame North, Sky asks you. So, I asked already,
Yes.
and I know that this is kind of I've been the one taking care of Ember.
Yeah.
Is it okay if Ember kind of wants to go with you?
With me?
Yeah.
That bird hates me.
I think it's a joke, but I'm just passing it along.
Haha, funny joke.
Because I'm not really working. I won't be here as much, and I can't take care of Ember, but I'll be at your house, and I'll be able to take care of Ember even more.
You can take Ember with if you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
You
As
can
long
tell
as
it was
the-
kind of her wanting it more than
As long as the poop is cleaned off. and as long
I
as
can take care of animals.
Oh, by the way, like here's money for like
Okay.
basic needs. I
Okay.
trust your taste
Okay.
for main areas. And
So-
you know, like we're gonna have a vacant room for a bit, so if you need to like stay on site, don't hesitate. Okay.
Okay. And she starts making lists. Voka, what do you do?
So I was checking if my mic was muted. But he stands for a while in the yard and like watching them all leave, and you see him pop through the back door, and he like quietly and it's kind of hard to do this because hoofs on marble just
Yeah.
kind of clicks,
Click,
but
click, click, click. Yeah.
he quietly makes his way to the upstairs where his sister's room is and checks if she's asleep.
And she is. Afternoon nap.
And he smiles and closes the door. And then before he leaves the house, obviously to do his off-screen meeting with Pollux, you see him walk to a room at the end of the hall. He opens the door and it's an empty room with just curtains, and the window is open and this kind of golden light is streaming through, and there's just a chair by the bed. He takes his sword, like the whole the sheath and all, off his kind of hip and holds it in both of his hands, and he sits in the chair by the bed and just kind of sits there for a while, and that's where I'll kind of leave that.
Orgoth, what do you do?
Orgoth's walking through the streets, not really paying attention to much around him. And kind of the more he walks and the more he gets away from everybody, visibly the darker his mood is getting.
Yeah.
Now he's not only lost this title, now he feels like he doesn't have the friends he thought he had either. So he makes his way to Mkesne's.
Okay. On the way there, you come around the corner, and then suddenly you're face to face with Dermot. And he's got a sling on. Actually, his face is just bruised up. And he looks up at you and he's like, I've been looking for you. I need to talk to you. I want to make sure you're okay. I forgive you. And that's where we're going to stop for the week.
Dermot, my boy. Oh,
He's not a boy, he's a man.
you're too, you're too sweet
He's
for
a
this
small,
world.
small green child.
You're
Do
too
you need a
sweet.
booster seat?
Fucking love that
Small green
clip.
child.
I have a booster seat with a symbol of the Luxon on the side. I'm good. So, okay. Oh, great game. And welcome to the game, Mira. Mira, would you like to
Hi.
introduce? Just say something about yourself real quick, and we'll do like
Hi.
a general outro after that.
So I'm Mira, and I'm at Cube Mangoes on Twitter and everything because I chose a title that no one would have, so I could have it everywhere. But I do art in D&D and Final Fantasy 14. That's what I do. I mostly draw my OCs and comics for my OCs. So if you want to see any D&D content about any of my D&D characters, you should follow me.
Yay. So let's go around and do our wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can find me on, I don't know, wherever I wind up, at Bill Freakin' Roper. Mostly YouTube and Twitch. That's for whatever reason where I've ended up. And thanks everybody. Boy, we had a full house today on Twitch on the stream. That's
We did.
fantastic.
Thank you, everybody.
Please tell your friends, come and subscribe to us on Twitch. We're trying to get them numbers up because I don't know, I'm a numbers queen. I don't know why, but we totally appreciate your support more than we can properly say, or at least I can properly articulate. On picking up us on the streams and the VODs on YouTube and here at Severed Studios, everywhere we are. So thank you all so much for being along for this crazy ride. And new player enters the chat. Woohoo!
That's me.
Yay.
That's me. Thank you.
Everyone, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus, and I'm the one who got Mira into Final Fantasy 14. And
You cursed me.
I know, I love you. And I've been playing with her for how long has it been? Like
It's
4?
2021.
Yeah.
So, no, it was like
No,
wait,
it was
no.
more
No,
longer
no,
than
it
that.
was late 2020. I had just broken up with my boyfriend, so it was like August, I think.
And I'm just like, "Oh,
Around that.
you want to do D&D?" And she's like, yes. And
Yes.
since we've been D&D buddies ever since.
It's been 4 years. You cursed me with 2 things.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely check her out. Go on the Discord, hang out with us. I'm just happy that I have a lot. I personally have a lot of friends. Jaime, Bill, Ron, Mira are among them. Unlike Laphus, who is she doesn't take the word friend very lightly. Not after the incident. So
Friends is hard.
yeah.
Friends are hard.
For some people.
Oh, it is. It freaking is. North has a you don't want to see the mental gymnastics that North does to not call people friends. Buddies is fine. Pals is nice. Friends, that's a big commitment.
Yeah.
It's like Laphus says friends, but only in that it's easier to just say friends rather than, people that I hung out with every day.
Yeah.
For these past few months now. Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North the Advent Roguelike, multi-class, whatever. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky at SteelClad Vicar. Usually I plug the Patreon, but we have the Discord, that Jaiden talked about, and we do have a Kindle Keep book club in there, and I've been getting back into reading. I want to hear what you're reading, so if, let me, please. I've been getting back into, reading The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. I've read the first, I've read the, Farseer trilogy, I've read the Tawny Man, and I am just, so in love with that world. And, yeah, I want to hear about your reads, too, so, join us in the Discord.
Anything else you want to add, Mira? This is where you normally will do the
Hi, I'm your my social keep maker. I said that earlier. And my task for you is you have to tell me your favorite thing about circus, because I like circus and I hope you do too.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Ron88Keys RBDM. Please follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the things at Severed Studios. You can find the Severed Sons Rhyme and the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. Please share us with all your friends. Thank you to all our fans and our listeners. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, Gang of Critical Role, and to all our listeners and our fans. Keep on I said already. And keep on rolling, everyone. Bye!
Goodbye.